Is this it? Is this the... It's here. So it's raining, we gotta get this in here. Oh, yes. Yes, it's here. What's up? It's Chris, the Drone Geek, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Drones. Let's Talk Drones is brought to you by The Droning Company, the #1 online resource for commercial remote pilots. Make sure you check them out online at thedroningcompany.com. They've got tons of resources and materials that'll help make you a better, more well-rounded commercial remote pilot. Plus, they've got a second-to-none job board. It's going to have gigs ranging from 1 and 2 off all the way up to full-time staff positions as a UAV expert or in-house drone pilot, so make sure you check them out, thedroningcompany.com, and on all major social media platforms. So today's video is like, this is really freaking awesome. I'm so excited. I'm to the moon right now, actually, with how excited I am about today's video, because it's our second drone review in like less than a month and a half, I don't know. It's not been long since we did the review on the B1 F7. Now, all of a sudden, we've got another opportunity, and what's even more exciting about this is that we're breaking into the big boy market, because today's review is on the Autel Evo Lite Plus. Yes, you know, I've known this drone was coming for about 3 weeks to a month, and I have to send out a special thanks, first of all, to Autel for trusting me with this loaner drone that they send out for review purposes and for test flying purposes. But I also want to thank and really give a special shout out to Stuart Smith at the Droning Company for putting me in touch with the representatives at Autel. It's always so hard as a small creator to break through and make a contact at a big company like Autel. But with the help of the Droning Company, our title card sponsor for Let's Talk Drones, I was able to get into contact with them in just a few days. And it just feels really good to have the support of the Droning Company. So big shout out to the Droning Company. Thank you for the opportunity to review drones, not just for this channel, but for you as well, because this drone review video is a partner video with the Droning Company. Again, cannot stress it enough. Check them out online, thedroningcompany.com. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to break into Autel's product line for quite some time, especially since I started getting the more portable, foldable drones that are on the market. The Autel Evo really piqued my interest, and then they came out with the Evo Lite, nonetheless the Evo Lite Plus. And my interest was through the roof. So having the opportunity to test fly this, share my results with you, and then consider it for purchase in the future, it's a really exciting time. And I'm sort of overcome, this might sound stupid, but I'm sort of overcome with emotion doing this review, because when I started this channel, this was part of the intention. This was part of the plan, as I wanted to be able to fly products like this, share my findings with people like you, and just get to enjoy what I love doing, which is flying drones. So, you know, getting to a point where now I'm reviewing a drone from a major manufacturer, one of the most popular in the world, and I'm doing it because they want me to do it, it's really cool. It's really cool. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time sitting in this dreary little dungeon I call a bedroom / office. Let's get out into the field and let's see what this thing can do. All right, so as I said, we're out in the field here. We are in beautiful Lancaster City, Pennsylvania, to test out the camera capabilities, the shooting modes, and the tracking mode for the Autel Evo Lite Plus. Very excited to be back in Lancaster City to do this. I felt this was a really good setting for this drone's camera, just because it's got a beautiful cityscape. Lancaster is one of the nicest cities that you'll ever visit in Pennsylvania, so I'm certainly excited about the opportunity to be shooting here. So we've got it all set up. We've got the gimbal calibrated. We've got the compass calibrated. Everything's ready to go. We just have to take off. All right, so to take off, we're just gonna go ahead and down and in, and then up we go.
Home point has been refreshed.
Here we go. Home point's been refreshed, and we'll go ahead. We'll get it up high here. You can see this is, trying to figure out where this is at. Let me look at a little map here in the corner. This is looking up Duke Street. We are at 232 feet. Let's go ahead and hit record.
Start recording.
And while we're recording, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the actual camera feed, or the actual footage that it's capturing. The max resolution in which what we're shooting at right now is 6K at 30 frames per second. You can get 4K at 60 frames per second. This is just a really versatile little drone with a lot of different frame rates, a lot of different resolutions. And what I really like about it is just the color profile overall. It's got that nice 1-inch sensor, which lets in a lot of light. So you're gonna have a really nice, clear image. And as we pan around here, I'm not flying for art here, I'm flying just to show you the capabilities of this camera, so it will be a little herky-jerky. But as we're flying around here, you'll see the downtown Lancaster cityscape. The Grice building is the skyscraper with the antenna on it. So calling it a skyscraper might be a little generous, but it is one of the tallest buildings in Lancaster. And then to the left of that, you've got the Lancaster Marriott at Penn Square. And just to the left of that little short stack right next to it is the Exchange of Lancaster, a nice little bar and restaurant. Has great food and a great view, even better view actually. So we'll just go ahead and we'll pan around here. Again, this is at 6K at 30 frames per second. And I just really love the image on this camera. I mean, it's just crisp, it's sharp, and it's got tons of color. I mean, the color log on this is fantastic. You'll see the courthouse down there with the little dome and the clock. But there are a lot of other things that go with this drone other than just the fantastic video resolution. And one of those things is the intelligent flight modes. So you'll see here in the Quickshots menu, we've got flick, we've got fade away, we've got rocket, and we've got orbit. So fade away is basically a droney type move. It's going to start at one point and it's gonna pull away. Flick, I'm not sure what that does. And this is all sort of new to me. This is my first time really getting out and exploring with it. So let's go ahead and head over to the Grice building. It is the tallest, or one of the tallest points in Lancaster. I think if you add the antenna, it is the tallest point in Lancaster City at the current time. So we'll go ahead and we'll go over to the Grice building. And we want to do a quick shot, which is gonna be the flick. Let's go ahead and do a flick. Our obstacle avoidance is on. So we wanna do, well, Grice building is our target. We're gonna do
3,
our flick.
2, 1.
And let's see what it does.
Go.
It's interesting. It's sort of, right now it's approaching it. And it's angling the camera down. It's a very nice, smooth shot. I do like that. I'm not really sure what it's... Oh, that's very cool. Man, what a beautiful shot. I'm really enjoying that. Is there somebody on top of there? No, there isn't. Okay, it's just like an antenna. That's a cool shot. What's really nice is the obstacle avoidance on this drone is extremely accurate. It's one of the best I've ever seen. And so shots like this, you can do very worry-free. So it was more like an approach, and it angled the camera down and got a nice little view of it, and then it pulled away. Has a nice pull away shot as well. That is a cool shooting mode, the flick. I'll have to remember that one. And we'll pull away from downtown Lancaster.
Shooting completed. Aircraft is flying back to the starting point.
And that did it in about 1.5 minutes, and we don't need to actually have it fly back to the starting point because I know where we are, and we're gonna go ahead and do a variety of shots of the Grice building. So that was our flick. Our next one is gonna be our fadeaway, so I'm gonna pull up closer to the Grice building, and I'm gonna go on the other side of it. I think that's probably the way to go. I don't wanna hit anything, so that's gonna be the key here, is to be high enough that I don't hit anything, but to be low enough that this shot really has a full effect. So we'll go ahead and do the fadeaway. And our current, let's see, distance, wait, hold on, I lost the menu, there we go. Let's do 300 feet, or 295, that's close enough. So let's go ahead and go. I have to tap and drag the target. Okay, so that makes sense, I have to tap and drag. Okay, and then we'll go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Which that wasn't a perfect rectangle, but you get the picture. So now it's gonna go up and away. Which this is a shot that you can pretty easily manage manually. But for those of us that aren't comfortable enough behind the sticks to fly backwards, this is just a really nice, safe mode for that. You're gonna get the same shot, that pull away shot while you're going up and back, and it's just gonna be a nice reveal of the cityscape and Lancaster's Penn Square, which this area right here that you're seeing on the screen is the hub of Lancaster City. Like, this is the heart and soul of the city. That's where all of the events are.
Aircraft is flying back
So
to the starting
rudely
line.
interrupted. I wonder if I can just turn that down on my phone. Yeah, hopefully that works. But this is like the heart and soul of the city. I'm gonna let it finish out just to see what it does here when it goes back. It's gonna be pretty self-explanatory. It's gonna stop right around where I started the shot. Excellent, and we're done. Okay, so rocket is the next one, and then we have our orbit, which the orbit's pretty self-explanatory. We're still gonna check it out, but I do wanna check out the rocket here. We'll select it, and we're gonna press go. And the rocket looks like it's gonna go straight up in the air. Just do a nice pull away shot up to 377 feet, which coincidentally is not that much. It is. It's like angling the camera down and it's going up higher than the object. So if we started lower, it would be pretty good. Oh, actually, no, it is gonna go the additional 377 feet, which is good to know. Now, keep in mind, even though the FAA only allows for 400 feet, when you are within 400 feet, I believe. It's either 100 or 400, I can't remember. We're within the threshold. When you're within so many feet of a substantially tall object, like the Grice building, for instance, you are allowed an additional 400 feet from the top of that building. So we are well within our rights and our abilities to be able to do this. But just something to keep in mind. I mean, when you set that for 377 feet, it's going to go up 377 feet from your initial starting spot with the drone. So something to keep in mind. Now, our last quick shot mode is our orbit. This one's pretty self-explanatory. We do want to be careful with the Lancaster Marriott, so I might only do like a semi-orbit just to give you the idea. So we're gonna start from this side and we're gonna do our orbit and go around the Grice building this way. So let's go ahead, we'll reselect that, we'll hit go. And here we go. Now it looks like at the bottom there, you could have changed the directional of the orbit, but I didn't see that until just now, so not a big deal. We'll just do the orbit this way. It's moving fast, nice little clip. And then I'm gonna stop it because we are getting close to Lancaster Marriott. Stop it, perfect. Let's do a more full orbit, we'll go the other way. 3, 2, 1, go. And then our last mode that we're gonna check out after the orbit here, which you can see goes very smoothly. I mean, this is a great little shooting mode, and it picks up a little bit of speed, so keep that in mind too. When you're shooting this mode, it's gonna pick up some speed on you. And that may not necessarily be a hard thing for you to do in terms of controlling the drone, but just artistically, aesthetically, it may cause a problem for the type of shot that you're trying to get. So, okay, stop the orbit. Perfect. Okay, our last type of shot is our tracking shot. So we are right above us. May get hard to hear here. I'll try to keep it farther away from me. That's annoying. I just had a phone call come through and it stopped the screen recording. So I hope that we can merge this back up. Okay, so we have the drone nearby. Let's go ahead. We'll tilt the camera up. And we've got me. So let's go ahead and we'll click the little plus that selects me then. This drone is now going to follow me as I move around. So I'm gonna move down the parking garage here. And you'll see that it's gonna track me. I'll actually walk down the little ramp here, see if it follows me. There are some obstacles here I'll be interested to see. We're at a low altitude, so if it loses me, not a big deal. If it runs into something, not a big deal either. But it doesn't look like it's actually tracking me, like following me. Now, what if I move away from it a little bit? Will it come towards me? Now, it looks like maybe I need to move the drone to track me. Yeah. So if I want this drone to follow me, I do have to move it. We'll go ahead. It does turn on its own though. So we'll just sort of follow behind nice and close. We'll stop it for a second, give it a second to catch up to me. There's a little bit of a glitch in the screen there on the hub, but I don't think that's gonna affect the video feed. You have to be careful while you're doing this, just that you don't go too fast and lose your subject. You can bring it down a little bit. Now, this is gonna be the ultimate test right here. I'm gonna go ahead and juke it out, and I'm gonna go around, see if it catches me. It doesn't, it lost me. Okay, so let's get back into camera frame. We'll select me again. Let's see what it can tolerate. So I'll juke it, and then I'll go back around. And if I go to a nice little jog, it still keeps up. It's that real hard juke move, and then right, it loses me out of frame. So it can only go so fast, really. And you need to keep that in mind. If you lose your subject, you're gonna have to relocate it manually. And once you do, it then will select me, and now we'll continue walking. And we'll go back to our shooting location. So let's keep going. Come on, little guy. Is it? Yeah, it's got me. So you see here, we've got our nice little camera set up with the DJI Pocket Go 2. Whew, I'm out of breath. I need to get back to the gym. And that's that for our smart shooting modes. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna land this so that we don't have the buzz in the background. Perfect. Okay, so we've got everything we need. I landed the drone. That was the full camera capabilities. We looked at our 6K mode in 30 frames per second. That's the max camera resolution. I'm not gonna go over all of the different resolutions and frame rates. We talked about the tracking mode as well as the Quickshots mode, which are the intelligent flight modes. Went over all of that, but the one thing that we have left to talk about with this drone and its performance is low light conditions. Now, it's currently 11:45, roundabout, in the morning in Lancaster City, Pennsylvania. And you know, I thought it was a nice touch that I do it this way because I lived in Lancaster for the last 4 years. I no longer live in Lancaster. I live in Williamsport, Pennsylvania now. So let's split the difference here. And let's go ahead and cut to a few hours from now. We'll do some low light shooting in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think we're gonna need to switch the light off though. Okay, we are in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. This is the low light test on the Autel Evo Lite Plus. We don't have a filter on this. It's a beautiful sunset. And everything's starting to turn a little dusky here in the city. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. We're gonna do 2 different phases here. We have our dusky sunset evening look here where the light is definitely lower, but it's not necessarily the darkest it's going to get. After we do a few passes this way so you can get a look at what some of the footage looks like in this setting, we will then turn our attention to our full-time night mode, where it's gonna be dark and the only light that's gonna be emitted is the light from the city. It's just a beautiful evening, beautiful sunset. There's the Genetti Hotel. And our settings currently are an ISO of 800. Our aperture is set at 2.8. Shutter is 1/60. And everything about this is looking really, really good. Let's go ahead. Like I said earlier when we were in Lancaster, I'm not really here for the artistic shoot itself. I'm here more to just show you the capabilities of this camera at different settings or different atmospheres. This is just a beautiful image this drone puts out. You can see there's the prison. We'll steer clear of that. Definitely don't want to fly over that, but we will do a nice little reveal shot here of the city without going over the highway. Yeah, I mean, again, not the smoothest shot that I'm capable of, but it just gives you an idea of what this camera is capable of in terms of the composure of the shot, what it looks like. I mean, everything about this is fantastic. It just does really well. That 1-inch sensor makes all the difference, I'm telling you. Always has, always will. So now what we're gonna do is, after you've seen this is our dusky evening style shot. See what kind of picture the Autel Evo Lite Plus puts out. We're gonna go ahead and land this thing, wait a little bit longer, wait for the sun to go down completely, and we'll take a look to see how this 1-inch sensor does on the Autel Evo Lite Plus in complete nighttime, no sun at all. The sun has gone down for the most part. You can see we still have a little bit of a purplish pink backdrop. It makes for a really beautiful skyline, but the light in the city is all generated by the city for the most part. And we have our camera at the same settings. This is at 1/60 shutter, ISO 6400, and our aperture is at 2.8. I'll tell you what we're gonna do here. We are going to play with the settings just a little bit. There's the Genetti Hotel. It is a landmark in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to edit our settings. We're gonna go into our, let's see, okay, we got everything there. ISO's good. Let's do our shutter. Lowest shutter we can go is 1/30, okay? We can go bring our ISO up though to, oh, where is it? I totally glitched that out. 6400, and our aperture is wide open at f2.8. So this is the widest open this aperture is gonna get on this 1-inch sensor camera. And you can see here that it does a really good job of picking up little details, even in the darker areas of the shot. Now there's definitely like noise, and I can't see it great on my phone, but yeah, I can tell where the noise is going to be just by looking at it, and it does show up a little bit on the phone screen. But overall though, this is a really great little camera. It's picking up lots of information, processing it at a really great rate. It's maintaining a lot of detail in this video shot. It does really well in low light, I just have to say that. I mean, all this to say, all this gobbledygook, all this rambling on, all this to say, this camera does extremely well in low light conditions. We'll turn back where there's not as much light. There's a lot of parking lot light. And then let's look to the east of the city. Yeah, I mean, it's just picking up some really dark areas, and it's still got detail that's been retained, and I'll be cutting back and forth. I have been through this whole video between the screen feed and the actual video feed that we've been recording. Yeah, the Autel Evo Lite Plus, definitely worth the money. I mean, the 1-inch sensor on this does the job for getting the information that you need in that image, in that video. Yeah, I just had the app crash. That's something to note. If you are storing video directly to your phone with the app, which I unfortunately have it set that way, the app will crash. Autel Sky's app will crash if the phone becomes too full, which is the case that we've gotten to with me. So I think that's a good cue to go ahead and wrap this up. We'll take it back to the office and I'll give you my closing thoughts. Well, that does it. We've wrapped up our video review on the Autel Evo Lite Plus. This was a really fun review to do. Talked a lot about the camera performance on this drone, in particular, low light performance. We also talked about the tracking mode and the intelligent flight modes on this drone. It's just, this is cool. This is a cool drone. If you're a professional drone pilot, particularly one that uses their drones for photo and video purposes, you gotta consider this. Whether you're looking for your first drone to start doing that type of work with, or you have maybe a drone or two in the fleet already and you wanna add just a little bit more of a different look to it, consider the Lite Plus from Autel. This is an awesome drone. It's small, it's got a small footprint, it's very compact, it's easy to tote around, but it's also got some heft to it too. I mean, this is a sturdy, stable drone. Definitely worth having in the conversation for sure, and the specs on the camera speak to that absolutely. If you're an aerial imaging specialist and you do this for money, this thing's gonna get the job done. Even if you're not, if you're just a hobbyist, well, again, whether you're looking for your first drone or you have a few or you have one or whatever, and you're looking for a different look, consider the Autel Evo Lite Plus. This is a fantastic drone for beginners as well, with the obstacle avoidance, as well as just like a really easy app interface, and the controller just has a nice feel in the hand. You can't go wrong. I can't speak highly enough about this drone. I loved the experience. It was absolutely a blast. If you're interested in buying the Autel Evo Lite Plus or any product from Autel, make sure you check out my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps me out a lot when you use that link to make your purchase. So if you plan on purchasing from Autel, just go ahead and use that link for me. Again, it helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart. And speaking of the bottom of my heart, I'm gonna put this guy down. Well, no, I'm gonna hold him with me, because the part of the deal is I don't get to keep this drone. I have to send it back. So it's sort of a sad time for me a little bit, because I just had so much fun with it. But I did want to speak to, first of all, thanking once again Stuart Smith from the Droning Company, as well as all the folks over at the Droning Company, and all of the folks that I worked with at Autel, including Thea or Tia. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly how to pronounce your name. I think it's Thea. But I really appreciate the help in getting me hooked up with this review and the reviews to come. I'm not going to spoil those, but we do have more from Autel coming down the pipeline here fairly quickly. When I started this channel, it's because I'm passionate about what I do. I love flying drones. It's something that, I sort of live and breathe for. And when I started the channel, of course, I wanted to share the content I captured with my drones, but then, it sort of evolved, and I wanted to become more of a voice in the drone community. And part of that responsibility comes with being able to have a platform where I can share with you the information I have about the technology that's out there. If you know anything about drones, this is not the least expensive thing you can be doing with your time and your money. So it's really, I think it's important that I use a platform that I've built and that I continue to build to get the word out about products that I love, in this case, and maybe products that I don't love, and everything in between. This is maybe the biggest moment I've ever had on this channel. This opportunity right here. So everybody at the Droning Company, everybody at Autel, and I'd be remiss if I didn't thank you as well, my viewers and the members of the Drone Geek Army, for helping me get to this point. We're not done by any stretch of the imagination. I still want to do this for a long time to come, but I did just want to relish in this moment and share with you I know it's just a drone review maybe to some of you, but to me, this is a big deal. This is a really, really big deal, and I couldn't have done it without any of you. So thank you so much. All right, enough mushy-gushy sentimentality. That's not really our style here, but I do like to keep it real. I do like to share that with you. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up icon down below. Helps me out a lot, helps get this video out into the algorithm so that more people that are interested in drones and drone technology can see it and learn about it for themselves. If you really liked this video and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button too. Helps me out a lot. We're over 1,000 subscribers, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop. We're gonna keep building the Drone Geek Army. I can't do that unless you're hitting that subscribe button. And make sure you share this video with your drone friends. If they haven't heard of me already, I want them to know about me, and I want them to sub to this channel because it helps the cause. It helps us get to where we're going. Again, this is your second reminder to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Chris the Drone Geek, and I am out of here.